Hey guys, welcome to JayWalk Media. This is Matt Miller, and watch what happens when this obnoxious college student tries to trigger Vivek Ramaswamy. Vivek's response to him puts him right in his place. Check it out right here.
Okay. You like
That's right,
to
don't
say-
be nervous,
You
yeah.
put this idea forward, and you like to think it triggers the libs on TikTok. You know, it triggers these people. It makes them angry. It makes them furious, and I just think it's very hypocritical when I could say the same thing back to you. I could say something like gender is not binary, and it would pull the same reaction among you or other people, right? And you. I'm getting to it. Thank you. And I just feel like there's some hypocrisy here where you. Holy shit, my brain's not working.
That's all right, and it's got a lot of people in the room, and I get it. Let me just give. I asked people with challenging questions to come forward. Tell me the most hypocritical thing I've said, and let me address it.
Okay.
In your opinion, yeah.
Can I please hold the mic? Damn it. Okay. Okay, you put forward this idea that it makes people mad. It makes people furious. Yeah, I can say the same thing, and it makes your base just as mad. It makes them just as angry. You propagate this idea that you're the victim. You're the victim of this censorship, this prosecution online, and like when you put this idea forward, it doesn't make me angry. It just makes me realize I'm talking to a dumbass, quite frankly.
Okay.
And I only get angry when it starts to hurt people. When it starts to, people get killed. People get, people's lives are ended.
Okay.
That's when I get angry.
So look, I'm always on a mission to, because I don't think we advance our dialogue. We got to find the best possible argument for the other side. I'm going to take a minute because this one makes it a little bit harder to do that. But I think if part of the question is, let's just sort of is part of the point, do you want to own the other side and defeat them, or do you actually want to lead one country? That's maybe the heart of a positive framing of your question.
Well, I think you're very unifying.
Yeah. Well, I believe that the United States of America is actually still one United States of America, all right? And the reason I say the things that I do is that they're my beliefs. I believe there are two genders. I believe that the climate change agenda is a hoax. I believe that reverse racism is racism. I believe that an open border is not a border. I believe that parents should be the one that determine the education of their children. So those are controversial things to say. The nuclear family is not a bad word. It's the greatest form of governance. But the reason I say those things is not to make somebody else angry. But the reason I say those things is because I believe they are true. And the way I believe we're going to save our country is that even if you disagree with me, I will fight to the death for your right to say it. Because that's what America was founded on. And so, it's a hard thing to do. But we're still the country where we can disagree like hell and get together at the dinner table at the end of it. That is the America I actually grew up in. I miss that. I know you're nervous. The best advice I would give you next time is when you resort to, name calling, it actually does a disservice to an otherwise interesting and important point you have an opportunity to make. And I would just encourage you to dig deep and get to the heart of what's really, I think you're somebody who probably cares about national unity, actually. I think you're actually somebody who's motivated by not dividing this country. And I know it's hard to sort of confront somebody you disagree with, but just leave the epithets out next time, and it will make your own argument more credible.
So this kid didn't even really have a real question. He just wanted to get up and grab a microphone and be disrespectful to somebody that he perceives as the enemy. And Vivek is really, really good at handling hecklers, protesters, and disrespectful Q&A people like this because he comes from a place of very grounded energy, meaning he doesn't get all fired up and emotional about it. He is the rational adult in the room, and he makes the kid look silly for being so disrespectful, being so obnoxious. Honestly, his question was just obnoxious. And he kind of gives him a taste of what being a respectful adult and a mature adult is actually like, having a mature political conversation that where you actually have substance behind your argument, and you have a well thought through argument and a well thought through retort. This kid may have never even learned how to do that, and he's probably not learning how to do it in college because We know that colleges are just breeding grounds for activists, and they just feed this agenda, this far left agenda, into the minds of young Americans, or at least liberal arts departments do, for sure. But Vivek fires back and says, look, I'm trying to figure out what your question is. It seems like it has something to do with, if you are trying to own or destroy the other side all the time, are you really trying to build this country and make it better? Or are you just trying to tear down half of it? If you're a wine lover, you got to hear about one of the best kept secrets in the world of wine. Our amazing sponsor for this video, Bonner Private Wine's partnership. Imagine enjoying a glass of wine that comes from some of the highest altitude vineyards on earth, 6,000 to 9,000 feet in the Andes Mountains of Argentina. At that altitude, the grapes endure conditions that create intense flavors like blackberry, leather, and a touch of dark cherry. The best part? These wines are untouched by the additives and high sugar content that you'll find in wines at the grocery store or Walmart. No dyes, no artificial flavors, just small batch natural wine created by small family producers. And here's the thing. The region where these wines come from makes them very difficult to get and very rare, but Bonner Private Wine's partnership has cracked the code, making these exclusive wines available to you without a big industry markup. Right now, my viewers can get $25 off their first order when they join, as well as complimentary shipping. All you have to do is visit bonnerprivatewines.com/JayWalk, link in the description. This is a great offer for a great product you will not want to miss out on. Check it out. Now back to the video. And I would say it looks like Vivek is always about trying to build up this country. He's trying to make this country truly great again and a better place by finding common ground with the enemy, which is, the far left, and not actually fire back and destroy them in a savage, bullying way, but more so just bring them down or show them what having a grounded, mature political conversation looks like. So hopefully this can be a learning experience for him, and he can actually go back and reconsider the way that he approaches political conversations. He can maybe reassess his worldview and say, well, you know what? I thought this guy was a racist, bigoted or crazy right-wing asshole, but he was actually respectful and articulate and intelligent when he was dealing with me. So maybe that can impress upon him a good view of conservatives that he probably hasn't had before, and he can investigate more and listen to more conservatives, listen to more of what Vivek has said, and hear those arguments with an open mind and not a closed off mind where you just have this laser focus. That is the enemy. I need to destroy them. I need to take them down or shut them down. And I agree with Vivek. We need to have open dialogue. That's what free speech is all about. The reason that free speech is important is so that ideas can be shared freely without fear of punishment, and we can reach the best results, the best solutions through the free exchange of ideas. I don't want anybody in society to be afraid of expressing an idea, no matter how stupid it is, or even if it's a downright bad idea. They should be allowed to say it, and then people should be allowed to criticize it and respond to it and take it down if necessary, but in that polite, free exchange of dialogue. So, and that's something that unfortunately it looks like the left is no longer on board with. So many in the left have tried to infringe upon free speech on the internet, on social media, but also on college campuses. They try to get people like Vivek shut down. They try to get Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, all these guys. They don't even want to hear them. They don't even want, it's not even enough for them to just not go to the speech, because they could just stay in their dorm or go party or whatever they want to do, smoke a joint or something. They want no kids to have the chance to hear these other points of views, and they want to shut them down actively, which is just disgusting. And talk about, you know what that shows is insecurity of your own ideas. I'm not, when I was in college, I didn't go try to shut down socialist or far left speakers. I mean, there was tons of them, because I'm secure in my worldview. I don't need to shut down those ideas. I'll respond to them and critique them in the marketplace of ideas, or on the battleground of debate, free and open debate. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of how Vivek handled this. Do you think he did a good job? If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you get notified when the channel posts new videos. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you next time.